morning, Katie. It's Tuesday, July 23rd. And I too have made a list for today's video. See? List. And hopefully I'll actually get everything done. First off, Star Fluxx looks really cool, and yeah, I kind of want to play that now. I think if I remember correctly, I played regular Fluxx when I was down at your house for Thanksgiving this past year. But yeah, Star Fluxx looks really cool. It was funny because it reminded me a lot, like all the subtle, like the references, it reminded me a lot of this. Time Traveler's Guide to Time Travel, which is a really good book. I think I showed it to you, but to anybody else watching the video, you should, if you are interested in time travel or sci-fi, you should read this. It reads like creative nonfiction. Actually, it reads like an actual manual. And it has, like, written by people from the future, but who actually are able to time travel. And, it has actual time travel science in it. So there's a whole section, let me see if I can find it. There's no table of contents, which makes it difficult to find things. But, oh, here we go. Also, it's really sarcastic and funny and hilarious. This is the chapter that it describes, there's 4 different basically theories on how time travel could work. Where we go? Wormholes, relativity, quantum foam, and black holes. So, which are all, you know, people actually study that to see if it could work. So anyway, yeah, it's really cool, really funny. Lots of Doctor Who references, which is cool. So, highly recommended. But yeah, all the subtle nods to various sci-fi things, and Star Fluxx reminded me of So You Created a Wormhole. So, yeah, there's that. Speaking of sci-fi, this video comes to you from the first 10 minutes or so. Oh wait, no. 5 minutes, I lied. Of this, because I'm finally watching it, even though I've had it in my possession since, what, spring break? Meh. I'm finally getting around to watching it when there's like a month of summer left till school. Because I figured I might as well watch it so I can get it back to you when you come back here. I want to show you something that I've been doing. So the other day I was doodling Gallifreyan because I was bored. And I realized I have this old sketchbook, like it's huge. And so I decided to make it my Gallifreyan sketchbook. Thus far, I only have 2 things drawn, but I'm working on that. This one is Andrew Ender Wiggin from, obviously, Ender's Game. I've, only drawn 2 things, and they're both from Ender's Game. And then, ta-da! It's pretty cool. The next thing I'm going to draw is probably, Spocklock Holmes, which, okay, for those of you, okay, the other day, I decided to try to draw the line, because I just recently watched the 2009 Star Trek movie, so I decided to draw Spock's quote, if you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth, and I remembered that Sherlock actually says it as kind of like a funny nod to Star Trek, but then I think Spock like references that one of his ancestors said it, so it could be Sherlock, so it's like this weird convoluted thing. I don't know, maybe it doesn't make sense at all. And then because both Spock and Sherlock said it, my brain combined it and it became Spocklock Holmes. And it's still funny. So I decided I'm going to draw that next, and then I am going to do the actual quote, but that's going to be, I started it here. I don't know if there. Can see that pretty okay, but it's really complicated. Like this here, that one, the one my ring finger's pointing to, is supposed to be improbable, but there's very little space, which you can. Oh, I just got a text message from you. There's very little space there, and I had to fit a BLE. It's really hard to draw long quotes. So anyway, Yeah, that's been my recent adventures. Also, I've been playing a buttload of Minecraft lately. Lots of it. That's really random, but just something else I've been doing. I don't know. And also I remembered that when you did your childhood pictures, I said I was going to do some of mine. And while I don't have a lot of me making faces like what I do now, I have a few. Most of the pictures that I have in my room, like in photo albums, are of me in like middle school. So I have very few of when I was little, but I have 3 that I just figured I'd show just for grins. I'll go in order. This is me when I was about probably 2. If you notice, I'm blonde, which is weird, I know, considering how dark my hair is now. My hair was, I was blonde when I was little, and then actually I must have been older than 2 here, because when I was about 2 years old, I had like auburn hair, apparently, like bright reddish, brownish thing. And I've seen pictures and it looks really weird. I'm like, why did I have red hair? But I kind of wish I had kept it, actually, because red hair is cool. And turquoise eyes, apparently, which my eyes are not turquoise now. But anyway, sorry. This is me on the beach, whoops, for 4th of July, back when we used to live in Florida. And, because the city would shoot up the fireworks over the beach every year for 4th of July. And we didn't used to go and sit down on the beach because it got really crowded and there were a lot of people who would get drunk and it'd be rowdy and stuff. So we used to actually sit up on our roof because we had a 1-story house and we could see the fireworks from our roof. But we went a few times to the beach when I was younger. This one. This is in front of the Dandelion Cottage here in Marquette, it's a national landmark based the book. The book is real. Dandelion Cottage. My mom and I stayed there when I was about 4 years old and we were visiting my grandparents one year. And actually I don't know how old I am here. But if you notice, little quirk of mine, my hair is darkened, obviously. But you see what I'm doing with my fingers? If you know, I don't know, that's not so noticeable anymore, but on my hands, if you look at it's my index finger and my ring finger, or my middle finger, they're crooked. But it's not so noticeable on my right hand, mostly because, I was right-handed. I usually did it with my left, but I'll switch here. You can see it's really noticeable here, like, it's really crooked, because I used to sit there, and instead of sucking my thumb, I would suck my front fingers backwards, like this. I don't know how I started it, but I think I quit around the time I started biting my nails, which I still do, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. And staring off into space and making a similar face as to one I do now, so I guess I'm doing the same thing you did, I don't know. This video is 8 minutes already. One more picture. And this is me playing in a pool when I was 6, maybe? 5 or 6? 5? With my cousin. My grandparents' pool. Whoa. Look how skinny my leg is there. I was a twig as a kid. Like, tiny. Look how little my arm is. And it's weird. I look really weird. Like, I'm just like a stick with appendages and a head. So, anyway, odd way to describe myself. Whatever. I think that was all I had to talk about. I thought your video was really funny. I laughed a lot. Yeah. That's all I got. I'm gonna go reply to your text and watch Titan AE. I will see you on Friday. Goodbye.